Joining me now is Alaska congressional candidate, former Alaska governor, and also former vice presidential candidate and friend of mine, Sarah Palin. Good to have you on. Governor, we call you Governor. Governor, this whole thing going on, we're talking about how the media treats conservative elected officials or wannabe elected officials, and I think you were like ground zero when things changed. You came on the scene and they just couldn't handle it, and they started getting really crazy with you. If we have a full screen, I think we have a full screen. There are people who say you changed the face of it. Hollywood Reporter saying Palin redefined media. You also redefined media because you're a conservative and you're a female. What are your thoughts on all this?
Well, you know, there have been so very few persons in the media who have been fair and not biased when it comes to just thankfully, Eric, you're one of the good ones, and that's why it's a pleasure to have a conversation with you on the air, and then the people get the information that they need, voters do, in order to make the best decisions on who to send in official capacities to represent them. But because there have been so few who have chosen the vocation of media, who have been determined to be fair and just, it's certainly been a challenge. What I have decided to do, what I decided to do probably 30 years ago when I first got involved in politics in Alaska, was just to ignore the obstructionists and have faith that the message and what it is that I represent and my record and my resume, that truth would someday hopefully prevail. So every day, that's how I live my life in the sometimes the media spotlight, is I ignore what they do to me, and hopefully I can set an example for others to ignore what they do to other conservatives.
I remember distinctly when you were vice presidential candidate, they couldn't handle it. There were Saturday Night Live skits, and they were just all over. It was like catnip to them. They were just driving them absolutely bonkers. Ted Cruz today went on The View. Now, some would say, I've been on The View, and you work your way around it as a conservative. Ted went on the View, and there was some interesting back and forth. So let's take a listen.
Here's the thing. We may not like when Republicans win, but we don't go and we don't storm. We don't try to change, but we'll go to
Did I miss an entire year of Antifa riots where cities across this country were burning and police cars were being firebombed?
I guess you did.
Your position is the left doesn't engage in violence, really?
And so, you know, and there's Whoopi Goldberg, who, you like her or not, she's so biased, and Joy Behar so biased. She pretends she didn't know what Antifa rioting was all about 2 years ago.
It's, you know what you're getting into when you accept, say, an invitation to go on The View or Saturday Night Live or something, and you just make the best of it. And you know that they're going to tear you up, they're going to attempt to, but it makes you work even harder and more determined to get your message out there. Now, individually, a lot of these characters whom we talk a lot about being so biased and unfair in the media, when you talk to them one-on-one, Eric, they're fine. You know, sometimes you can even win them over, and they understand where you're coming from. But they're actors, and they have to act like, they represent something completely opposite of what it is that, say, I represent. They're playing a game, and unfortunately, it does a lot of damage to a person's reputation, ultimately then to what the cause is. And the cause in my position is to get out there in the name of public service and help get government off our back on our side for the people of America.
You know, and I keep watching these interviews with Biden, and no one follows up. They don't ask the follow-up question. They let him say everything's fine, the economy's great, don't worry about inflation, I'm fine, I'm all here, and they never follow up with some hard facts. Right. Governor, before we let you go, final thought, trust in the media is at a record low. Gallup calls it a record low.
Yeah.
You've been treated poorly. What's your message to the media?
Well, if you don't live by man's praise or the media's praise, then you're not going to live or die by the media's criticism or the media's lies. I have faith in Christ. My foundation is my Christian faith, and I have faith that God is going to allow that vengeance, that justification, and that validation for what it is that I have to say and what it is that I represent, because it's truth. I know what the truth is. You know what the truth is. We have to have faith. Otherwise, I'd be throwing in the towel. I wouldn't have anything to do with this arena of media and politics.
Amazing.
But no, the good guys can't quit.
Amazing.
We've got to be in there, and we've got to infiltrate and influence things better.
Such a great attitude. If you don't live by the media's praise, you're not going to die by the criticism. Governor Sarah Palin, and running for a congressional seat, the one congressional seat in Alaska, folks. There she is right there. Sarah, thank you so much.